Remember that time you had to answer the hardest Disney question?
Today, we're talking about one of my favorite subjects, Disneyland versus Magic Kingdom.
Disneyland wins. End of episode.
Which one's better? What a loaded question that is.
Ooh, we're starting real fiery up top.
I mean, which park is better? I mean,
It's apples and apples here, and they're both delicious apples with many different things.
Listen, here's the thing. I'm gonna give a cop-out answer. Disneyland to me represents the original. It represents where Walt took steps. It represents the kind of spark that lit this flame.
So this is hard for me because I have never been to Disneyland.
You've never been to Anaheim? It's a whole new world, no pun intended.
Disneyland is art. It is a beautiful, it's just gorgeous.
I don't know. I mean, it's obvious. I mean,
There's only one answer to this. It's Disneyland.
I myself am an East Coaster, so Magic Kingdom's better.
I have to say Magic Kingdom just because I gotta stay loyal to my Magic Kingdom.
For me personally, I have a personal connection to the Magic Kingdom because I worked there.
that's like asking if Lucky Charms or the generic version is better. And yes, I went there. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So there are a good amount of differences between Disney World and Disneyland's Main Street USA's.
Main Street USA is actually my favorite land in Walt Disney World at the Magic Kingdom, but not my favorite land in Disneyland. Plot twist. Or cliffhanger, as we say in the biz.
Disneyland is smaller, which is kind of true of a lot of things in Disneyland. There is just not as much space in California as there is here in the swamp lands of Florida.
Things tend to be a sort of manageable, relatable size, whereas in Disney World, in Magic Kingdom, everything is sort of blown up to this extravagant level.
The Main Street in Florida is bigger, has more stores, more shops, but it is so amazing to walk there in Anaheim.
On Disneyland's Main Street, you're getting fewer stores, but the best store is definitely the Magic Shop.
Which is really cool and something that is unique and only at Disneyland.
The Steve Martin, okay? Steve Martin worked at Disneyland in the Magic Shop. Can you say that, Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom? I don't think you can.
And I love magic tricks. And don't I seem like the kind of person who would love magic tricks? That's because I am.
The big difference is the different castles.
Immediately when you look down Main Street, you see the giant Cinderella Castle. It is huge. In fact, I think it's too big, to be honest with you.
On my first and only visit to Disneyland, I was taken aback at how small Sleeping Beauty Castle is in real life.
It's a Bebe Castle. It is very, very small compared to Walt Disney World Cinderella Castle.
Like, why do you need all that castle, Cinderella? What are you trying to prove? Okay, yes, you have money. We get it.
It's a short castle. She's cute, but she's short.
Castle v. Castle. Come on. Cinderella Castle wins.
But she does have a drawbridge, which is really, really cool.
Oh, and in Sleeping Beauty Castle, no, that's Cinderella Castle. That has the Cinderella suite. Cinderella Castle wins for having the tile mosaic, for having the restaurant, and for having essentially a hotel room.
And everybody talks about the castle being so small, but it's endearing and it's Walt's castle. And of course, this is the only Disney park that Walt walked in.
Walt was there. Okay, Disneyland, I get it. But also, Cinderella Castle's way better. Way better.
I know the next question. Which firehouse is better?
Disneyland. Next.
Oh, the Disneyland firehouse is better. I mean, it's just not even comparable.
I should explain why. Because Walt Disney himself lived up there.
Walt's apartment is upstairs in Disneyland's firehouse.
Like, you want to talk about steeped in history? How about where Walt and Lillian stayed when they were in Disneyland? It's like on Main Street, USA in the firehouse.
Walt Disney was spending so much time in Disneyland when they were developing it that they turned the space above the fire station into his apartment for him and his family. And they used to go up there, they used to entertain guests, and it is still Walt's apartment, and you can visit it. And I have visited it.
They leave the light on to memorialize his spirit. And every time I leave Disneyland, I turn over and I say, "Good night, Walt. Thank you for a good night." And it's just so magical. And it's reopening soon, and I'm gonna lose it when I walk through those gates. I just know I am.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Which of the shared attractions is better in the Magic Kingdom? Disneyland gets a win in a lot of categories.
Jungle Cruise is better in Disneyland. There's piranhas in it. It's awesome.
Pirates is better in Disneyland.
Pirates of the Caribbean, Florida, California. California wins. It has more hills and drops.
Disneyland takes you on a full-on storytelling adventure through the pirates with the cursed treasure and the pirate skeleton who is riding the ship. And it's just amazing. You don't get that at Walt Disney World.
It's longer, there's more scenes, there's a drop, there's a skeleton laying on a bed, there's pirates shooting water over you. It is so much better in Disneyland.
Why do we get such a short end of the stick on It's a Small World? So let's just talk about the outside.
That exterior is one of the most beautiful parts of Disneyland. It's truly, truly amazing. And I love that it goes outside briefly. It's really, really cool.
It is beautiful. It's idyllic. It's the original. This is the It's a Small World from the 1964 World's Fair in New York. This is Mary Blair's very own personal It's a Small World.
It's beautiful when it's not decorated for Christmas, and when it's decorated for Christmas, just get ready to cry. Because when they light that sucker up, the waterworks start to fall, okay?
And I want to take pictures in front of it, and I want to take pictures of it, and I want to stand there in awe and admire it like this. Wow.
You cannot compare. I'm sorry.
Disneyland gets the win in a lot of these categories. But I'm going to say that I like Dumbo in the Magic Kingdom more. Here's why. The line specifically. Love that go play area. It's not even about the ride. It's just about the experience of going on it. Space Mountain.
I think this might be a hot take and I need to go again, but I actually think Space Mountain's better in Walt Disney World, which a lot of people don't agree with.
Space Mountain in Disneyland is 1,000 times better.
Because they like the side-by-side sitting in Disneyland.
Why in the world do they not have the same cars over in Disney World? It is so much better to be in a two-seater like that. Ugh.
However, I've not been on any of the overlays they do for Space Mountain in Disneyland. They do like a Star Wars one and a Scary Halloween one. So I would like to see those because I bet those sway me to Disneyland.
And I'm going to go with Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion is better in Magic Kingdom. I have watched ride-throughs of the Disneyland one, and as far as I can tell, the big thing that's missing from the Magic Kingdom Haunted Mansion that Disneyland does have is the Hatbox Ghost.
Oh man, but that's tough with Hatbox. I could flip a coin on that one, to be honest.
Okay, Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse in Disney World, I will give an edge over the remodeled Tarzan Treehouse. I'll give you that, Florida.
No! Disneyland Haunted Mansion wins. Period. End of... Done. Okay? Because of Holiday. Because of Holiday Haunted Mansion. It wins. It wins. It wins. It wins.
Carousel of Progress is my favorite ride that you can only ride in Disney World. They don't have Carousel of Progress in Disneyland.
I bet a lot of people say Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
And I can't think of anything else, so I'm gonna say Mine Train.
That's a fine answer, but I'm going Carousel of Progress.
Carousel of Progress is a super historic ride. It is technically a ride because you ride in a circle. Don't at me. Am I RJ?
Don't at me. It's amazing.
What is my favorite ride that I can only ride at Disneyland? Do you know who I am?
Rides that are at Disneyland that aren't at Magic Kingdom, it's like Indiana Jones, Magic Carpets of Aladdin. Fire.
The one ride that I want to ride in Disneyland is Indiana Jones Adventure.
So it's almost insulting that you all ask these questions of me. I mean, come on.
Indiana Jones Adventure, an amazing ride that Disneyland has that Magic Kingdom does not have. If you've ridden Dinosaur in Animal Kingdom, it's the same ride system.
Listen, I don't want to get rid of Dinosaur, but do I like Indiana Jones more? I do.
People in the comments call me Toad Guy. Have you seen that? Have you looked in the comments? I go into the comments. Toad Guy, they call me.
I'm gonna say 2, Indiana Jones, Adventure, Temple of the Forbidden Eye, and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Looking at you, Duck.
That's Mr. Toads. What are you doing? What are you even asking questions for? We can talk about, which parks was, Max, you have memories. You have memories in Magic Kingdom. You love the Magic Kingdom. I do love the Magic Kingdom, but which one has better rides? It has Mr. Toads.
I couldn't get that Jeep to start. They finally got it to turn over.
Da 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 da! Corn dog nuggets!
Disneyland is the birthplace of iconic Disney snacks, okay?
Magic Kingdom does not have the best food. So that makes it especially hard because Disneyland has amazing food.
What food is better at Disneyland? The Monte Cristo sandwich. I am vegan and I am about to talk about animal protein.
A Monte Cristo, the epic, iconic Disneyland fried sandwich with cheese and ham and all that goodness in it.
The Monte Cristo sandwich is a monument to cholesterol.
It's basically like a sandwich shoved into a beignet, and it is so good. It is like a sweet, salty, cheesy paradise.
And you have to get a mint julep.
Let's get some mint juleps up in Disney World if we could.
The beignets are hot and fluffy and they're always seasonal and they're switching them out.
You all should just hope. You should just hope. All you all that are located near Florida, you should just hope that when they do the update to Splash Mountain and you get a Princess and the Frog attraction, that you get beignets. Because man, how lucky we are that we have New Orleans Square and we can start our Disneyland days with beignets. It's the best way to start your Disneyland day.
What is possibly better than a beignet and a mint julep? Tell me, because I can't think of a single thing.
Ooh, but I also, honorable mention goes to the chimichanga. Give me this bean burrito thing. It's like a fried bean burrito. I'll trade the egg rolls in Florida for the chimichanga.
The churros, for some reason, are way better in Disneyland.
Have you ever had a Disneyland churro? I kid you not. It is the most iconic snack that you could have at Disneyland.
I don't love hot dogs, but I know everyone goes nutso for corn dogs in Disneyland versus the Magic Kingdom as well.
Let's get into the corn dogs.
The corn dogs in California are so good.
I love corn dogs. I love corn dog nuggets more, but I do love corn dogs. Disneyland has corn dogs that are hand dipped.
You gotta get the corn dog from the Little Red Wagon. It's a classic Disneyland treat, and it's part of every Disneyland excursion I go on. I always get a corn dog. It's number one.
If I were gonna go to Disneyland, I think the first 10 things I would eat would probably be corn dogs, 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 and corn dogs. I would eat 10 corn dogs. And then I might throw up, but no one could stop me from eating those 10 corn dogs because it is my destiny.
And I don't know if you can get one in Disneyland or just over at Disney California Adventure, but they got cheddar cheese on a stick at the corn dog castle over there. They literally take a block of cheddar cheese, put it in the corn dog batter, and fry it. And if that doesn't sound amazing, I don't know what does.
There would be no Tiki Room, Dole Whip at Magic Kingdom if it didn't exist first in the Tiki Room at Disneyland, okay? And yes, it tastes better there, just like the churros.
You can order your Dole Whip in Disneyland and bring it into the Enchanted Tiki Room presented by your friends at Dole Pineapple and watch the Enchanted Tiki Room while you eat your pineapple Dole Whip. That is the way to eat Dole Whip. The way.
I can only eat one thing from Disneyland or Magic Kingdom ever again.
Well, good grief. I need something with protein and carbs.
Corn dog, corn dog, corn dog, corn dog, corn dog, corn dog.
In a world where I have to eat the same thing every day of my life, it sounds like something's gone kind of wonky in my life, and maybe it doesn't matter if I'm vegan or not.
I'm gonna have to go with the Monte Cristo sandwich because I'm gonna get some protein, I'm gonna get some dairy, I'm gonna get some carbs, I'm gonna get some fruit, all the basic food groups.
I will probably have to get a vitamin supplement or drink Ensure as well.
So what meal do I choose? The Monte Cristo, the Parmesan garlic fries, and the mint julep. It's a no-brainer for me.
But it's gonna be the charo for me. It's really iconic. It is.
Corn dog. I think that Disneyland's Fantasyland has
It's ginormous in the Magic Kingdom comparatively. Daisy agrees.
Fantasyland is better at Disneyland.
It's Fantasyland because it's got Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Ba.
It's my favorite land in Disneyland. I love the nightmare, fever, dream vibe. I get a little of everything. Get a little thrill, get a little spooky, get a little get a little Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Ba.
In California, that Fantasyland, I would go to that park just for that Fantasyland because you have so many cool rides you can't get anywhere else.
I'm actually gonna split this one as a tie. I'm allowed to do that. Nobody's telling me I'm not. Tied.
Park has a better Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland is a problematic land for everybody, right? Because it's always out of date.
Overall, as a whole concept, I think Magic Kingdom has the better Tomorrowland.
Ooh, I will give Tomorrowland to the Magic Kingdom. I think Magic Kingdom wins this one because they have the People Mover and the Carousel of Progress.
If they brought back a Carousel of Progress to Disneyland though, it would win. Maybe it's time to bring it back home.
Adventureland wise, I'm gonna give Adventureland to Magic Kingdom as well because it's bigger. It has Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think that Disneyland Adventureland feels a little bit more immersive. Maybe because of the tightness, right? It's not as big.
Just for Indiana Jones alone, I mean, how do you combat that? Magic Kingdom, you don't.
So I'm gonna give it to Disneyland because it's pure Adventureland vibes, okay?
Their Jungle Cruise is better because of piranhas, and they have Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. So, and they have the original Tiki.
Liberty Square versus New Orleans Square.
How do you say that? New Orleans? New Orleans Square. New Orleans Square. New Orleans Square. Now that sounds really nerdy, like New Orleans Square.
I mean, what is this, a battle of pirates versus Hall of Presidents?
You know, Mickey's Toontown, if you've never been, don't think about the Florida Toontown as comparison because Disneyland's is way better. It's like a fully built, it's not tents, it's like a fully built, realized land.
All right, I have to give one back to Disneyland because Mickey's Toontown is way better than Storybook Circus. So for one, I loved Mickey's Toontown Fair when I was a kid.
I love Toontown. I miss Toontown. I actually have a picture of me in Toontown looking at Mickey's fridge with all the cheese in it.
Storybook Circus is cute. I would probably go with Toontown though. That is just, it's such a cool area. And it's being able to see, you know, Mickey and Minnie's houses, stuff like that we're not missing in Magic Kingdom.
And what's really cool about meeting Mickey in Toontown in Disneyland is that you don't know which Mickey you're gonna meet. Mickey has a lot of outfits, and he likes to change every day. So you don't know if you're gonna meet Sorcerer Mickey, if you're gonna meet Classic Mickey, if you're gonna meet Steamboat Willie, Black and White Mickey. You can do that in Disneyland because Disneyland is where dreams come true.
I think overall, Disneyland has the better lands.
If we're totally just going by lands, I'm going with Disneyland because I think they have a lot of what I love there. You can maybe find outside of Magic Kingdom within Disney World, but having it all in one park there. What's happened during this interview?
I'm gonna vote, even though I'm an East Coast guy and grew up in Georgia and had an annual pass in Florida and now live here at Disney World. I'm gonna give it to the original and best Disneyland park.
Overall, I have to say that I like Magic Kingdom better, but I think theoretically, Disneyland is probably better. I'd have to give the win to Disneyland just based on the categorical facts of today. However, like, that's on paper. Off of paper, I'm sticking to Magic Kingdom. She's my girl.
Disneyland has the most better of either park. So I think I've proved my point.
As a guest, Disneyland, in my heart. For me personally, because I worked there, I lived there, I have an emotional connection. I love the Magic Kingdom. It's home. How do you compare home to somewhere you get to visit?
There's nothing like being in the Magic Kingdom and watching Happily Ever After and eating an ice cream cone that you got at the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor. I adore the Magic Kingdom, so don't get it twisted. But Disneyland is where Walt Disney was. It is where Disney started everything. It feels like it. It's quaint, it's enjoyable, it's magical, it's wonderful. It's amazing. So there's no better place than Disneyland in my opinion.
This is like the third or fourth episode where I'm talking about Mr. Toads. He's gonna go crazy. He's gonna go crazy. What's he gonna do next? Last time he talked about all these doors behind him. Whoa! What's gonna happen? I love him. I miss him. I've been in quarantine. He's been hiding from me. How many episodes I gotta wait before I'm talking about it again? You just use me.
Hey everybody, it's Molly. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of RTT. Make sure to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you know when new episodes are coming out. And if you want more RTT right now, click over here for a playlist of all of our Disney Parks episodes. And if you want more AllEars, click over here for a video of me doing the perfect day in the Magic Kingdom. Thanks for watching.